1, 2. Is this thing on? Oh, hello there, and welcome to the Deep Dead Hour, a Dark Ambient Podcast. I am your host. My name is Joseph Melodic. As you've probably already guessed, I've more or less decided to bury the Inner Sanctum. There's lots of reasons, of course, but the main one being that it was a very time-consuming endeavor. I'm sure on the surface it appeared to be a simple affair, but underneath it all, quite a bit went into it. Writing a script, acting, filming, editing, and more editing. Honestly, I was never a very good actor or public speaker, and although it probably looks like I did alright with it, it's important to point out that there were just dozens upon dozens of outtakes and screw-ups from every single episode, which just made the editing process more tedious. Not to mention that video editing software is very buggy, and often during the editing process, the two programs I used would often crash and I'd lose progress along the way. I should point out that I may still do collection updates and things like that from time to time, so you'll still get to see me being me here and there. Anyway, I could go on about the past, but wouldn't you rather hear about the Deep Dead Hour instead? This podcast will be similar to the Inner Sanctum, but I feel I'll be able to deliver a more in-depth and interesting experience through this method. Largely because I'll be reading from a pre-wrote script and I won't have the pressure of acting, looking a certain way, or any of the other insecurities I was getting when trying to vlog. My plan is largely to just review Dark Ambient and related albums, but who knows, maybe I'll even try doing interviews with artists in the scene and even invite other friends to do guest spots on this show. Of course, time will tell with all of that. As far as the reviews are concerned, the sky's the limit here, and I certainly won't have to limit myself to just physical media, as I'd done in the past. For now, I'm not taking any submissions, but perhaps down the road I might consider it. Also, I mostly want to focus on unsigned and newer Dark Ambient artists. The reason for that is simply because artists like Lustmord, Camera and the roster on Cryo Chamber, for example, is doing just fine as things are. I'm sure they wouldn't mind the extra help, but I like looking out for the little guys too, and helping those that are young and still trying to spread their wings. So without further ado, the Deep Dead Hour, a Dark Ambient podcast, will be here soon. Hope you'll join me. And thanks for listening. See you soon.